Yeah, I've been noticing this last couple of weeks how we can, quite easily adjust to new situations, new challenges, new opportunities. Oftentimes it can seem a little painful in the beginning, just because it's maybe out of our normal patterns or what feels comfortable, what's known to us. But for me, I've been cutting back my calories at least half to a third of what I normally do, and actually it's a lot easier than I thought it would be. It's actually there are physical sensations in the body, and you could label them as painful or unpleasant, but in reality they're just physical sensations. So you're just watching what we call things, what we internally do with those things. We're just not just talking about like the weather in Thailand versus the United States, and how it actually can be quite difficult to like Lumpur said the other day, like he waited for 28 years living in Thailand and finally realized he was never going to feel comfortable with the weather situations there. And so so there are times when the body just isn't geared up towards something like a big change like that. But oftentimes we can, and it's just the attitude that we take, the approach we have. And I remember when I was in Thailand, how, I wouldn't say busy, but just how many duties, responsibilities we actually do have living in a monastery like this, where we're the ones that are kind of running the monastery. I kind of got the impression that, say, living at Wat Pah Nanachat, that the villagers kind of claim Wat Pah Nanachat as their monastery, and so it's not uncommon to see the villagers there doing some of the tasks, the chores, and things kind of get distributed maybe a little bit more evenly. Whereas here it's sort of like we're the ones that live here, so we're the ones that do the tasks. And so, but when I got to Wat Pah Nanachat, I remember, especially that first month that I was there, it's like I felt like I was like looking for things to do, because you didn't have that many chores. I remember like the first day or second day, like wanting to help the Anagarikas take the spittoons from the meal to the area to go wash them. And I remember someone telling me, "No, monks don't do that. That's not it doesn't look beautiful." And then try to do something else, and like, no, monks don't do that. And I was like, okay, I want something to do. But I remember like after about a month though, like I had my chores, my responsibilities, and I remember thinking, I don't want to do all this. This is too much. So just going from kind of sinking into the lowest denominator, like like if we really look at like all the duties and responsibilities we have here, they're not that much. Especially when you consider that a lot of people that support the monastery are maybe working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. And that's just their job, and then they get home and have all the duties and responsibilities of being a partner or being a parent and taking care of a house and possessions. And so, the monastery is actually set up for, it's the sangha, living in the communities. It's really the ideal situations for being able to meditate, and to work on dana, sila, meditation. And so I think it really just keeps going back to the mind, the intention, and catching those things when the mind kicks in and says, "Oh, I don't want to do this," or "This is too much." And it's like, no, it's not. It's not too much. And if you have the right attitude, it can be quite a joyful experience of doing things and helping. So I'll just leave that for our reflection this morning.